Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's Bricking News.
What's up, the LEGO fans, and welcome back to Bricking News. We are your hosts. I'm Alex. It's Jason. We're the other guys as well. And hey, you know what? If you are a fan of LEGO and you remember a time where you were told, we gotta stop using paper bags, it's killing all the trees, and that plastic bags are the answer, well then, chances are you might enjoy today's podcast.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well, did it?
No, it didn't. Single-use plastics, baby. Woo! Hey, look what's back! Oh! Look what's back.
People
Back again.
clearly made their feelings known.
They did, and
They gave it a big double thumbs down. They gave me the finger.
gave you the
last finger.
Man.
Sorry, you won't see them again.
I'm so
They're
excited.
back to being cheese boards, I guess, as people were commenting.
I love it. This is so much easier to put on my shoulder and
Did you
hang
see
out.
what Dennis did, though? He's way better than us.
I saw that. I was
What the
impressed. Dennis, well done, my man. That was fantastic.
Well,
He's
do
got.
we need to talk about that, I guess, Dennis, overall?
Yeah, we could start with that. Sure, why not? Yeah.
It was 2 weeks ago, that episode, but it was the most recently recorded episode. Very awkward.
Very. These are all awkward.
Yeah, well, this is the place for that.
I'm so awkward.
Yeah, so really awesome of Dennis to step in
It was. Way to go,
for a
Dennis.
third recording.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was out of town. So, no, I really enjoyed having that conversation. Hopefully,
Yeah.
people did. I was
different, yeah.
curious. Like, are we going to be able to fill time? Is it going to be okay?
Sure. You filled the
And,
time just fine.
Yeah, it was just over 2 hours. I
Yeah.
was like, wow. All right.
It's longer than our episodes,
Well,
as of late anyway.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So, no. So we appreciate Dennis.
Yeah, thanks
He
for filling
is,
in, man.
On speed dial.
Yeah, it's great.
We'll keep him.
It's good to have him on speed dial. Hey!
Of course, we may be on the blocked call list.
We need to
but,
phone a friend. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So there you go. So, did you enjoy your 3-week break?
It was nice. It was nice, yeah. I mean, I was still busy as heck, but
Yeah.
with other, like, I don't know, work is
and-
crazy and
yeah.
other special projects, but such is life. The Medicare season kicks off as of today, as of this coming out. The Medicare season kicks off for us at work, so I know, right? See how it goes. But my job is mostly done. It's the onboarding season that kicks me in the butt. But now all of our people are in the door. Now it's all about keeping them in the door and keeping them, like, busy.
Doing their stuff.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of stuff to do. It's just that they don't want to work. Yeah. Call centers are full of stats, numbers, and that's what I'm all about. And I see the productivity, and so far it's pretty sad. Yeah. When half of your workforce shows up, and then that half only works half the day. It's a struggle.
Yeah, half.
Shrink rates, attrition, AHT. Those are all fun stuff. But anyway,
Average handle time for those who don't know what age.
I digress. Irregardless, Dennis, you the man. Thanks for filling in for me. Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, we should also say,
Thank you to Jabo.
Jabo, thank you for potentially being an amazing guest.
No, he was.
As
As the only witness to the episode, I can
wonder-
tell you he was.
I'm sure he was fantastic.
Yeah.
And
I cannot
what a
tell
great,
you the
what a great
feeling-
guy.
The
Yeah.
feeling I had, because my wife, she was at school, and she came down, and she's like, oh, you're still recording? I said, yeah. So she's like, I'll say hi to Jabo. And she comes down and says something about the record. I'm like,
You know,
no.
when you sent me that text one evening, I was in just shock, and I was like, that sucks so much. But you know what? I was reminded of a Gary Larson cartoon, and perhaps you will remember this one. And I don't know the names, but the caption. Okay, so in the image, it's always one image, right?
Yeah.
And it's got his wife. So this guy has got his wife, Bigfoot, and the Loch Ness monster, and he's ready to take a picture. And they're all standing patiently for him to take his picture, and then his camera jams. He's like, and I thought that's exactly what happened to you, but it's like you thought you took the picture,
Yes.
and there was no image when you got it developed.
Yes.
And I thought, man, he had the legendary, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, bricks are.
Well,
For-
so we had arranged it. This is the funny part about it. We had arranged it because they normally film the day before we had filmed. Well, I can say filmed because we got like
Allegedly.
the 3 minutes or whatever the thing was. But there was something that came up, so Joey had to switch to Thursday, the next day.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, so you guys are
he's
gonna be
like-
back to back.
So yeah, so he
Yeah.
went and did that, and so yeah, that's why I was on the A Fool podcast. I
Right.
just logged in. I'm like, yeah.
I was like, well, look who it is.
Yeah. And it's funny. Tanya's like, I don't know why I did that.
Was Tanya on with him too while you were?
Just at the very end, she just because it was
Yeah.
just him and I, and then she came home because she has school a couple nights a week. She's gone back to school.
Oh, right on. Good for you, Tanya.
Upskill, but
Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
hopefully I remember to cut that out.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Thank you, Uncle Joey. Yeah. So, anyways. That was the
Irregardless
whole
of that.
story there.
So there's.
But yeah, he was like, well, maybe we can get one in because he sent me a text in the morning. Hey, we've got to film A Fool tonight. I'm like,
Yeah.
because then I was scrambling, like, oh, what are we
Yeah.
gonna
What
do?
are you gonna do? Yeah.
And then I felt really bad because it's like, oh, well, he's doing me a favor, fitting me in, and I've wasted his time
Yeah. Man.
with mindless nonsense.
He did feel bad for you. What a good guy. I've been like, oh,
Well,
really?
It's like
Really?
he's like, I've been there.
Yeah. I think we've all been there.
Whether it's your
Yeah.
audio didn't work,
Yes.
or your, whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure, man.
So, all right. So I know a lot of times. Are we done with that topic? I guess.
I guess we can move on.
Okay. A lot of times we kick off our episodes with what's new in our collection. I thought we could switch it up a little bit.
Let's switch it up a little bit.
What's new on our channels?
What's new on
Or
our
related?
channels?
Yeah, you had some stuff on yours. I had some weird stuff on mine. So,
What's the weird? I haven't done much on my
well,
channel.
yours
have I?
wasn't on your channel.
Oh,
it was on
you know
another
what?
channel. It was an
That-
official
An
channel.
official channel, something more
And I
legit
couldn't
than
comment. I wanted to comment so
Yeah,
bad.
you can't comment.
So,
Yeah.
for those of you that might not be aware, Alex, or as he's now known, Mr. Big Time, was on the official Lego channel.
That's right.
Now,
Like-
this was not a LAN deal. This was a separate deal, correct?
Well, I think it was because I was in the land. I had the opportunity.
Well, because they have some experience with you.
Yes.
Led
yes.
to this.
So somebody over this project wanted recommendations from the land on who to reach out to for this project, and I think they reached out to maybe 3 or 4 creators on this project, and it's a commission project, and they wanted you to, and I think the theme was make it work. And it was geared towards kids, getting kids excited about building with Lego Technic. And the idea was that you take a Lego Technic set and you take the pieces from it and you make something cool to make it work.
Because
And
you had
so,
the F1 cars, right? Isn't that what
yeah,
they were?
they sent me 2 small sets, one of which I already had. Was like the pullback motor.
Yeah.
Like they're both electric cars.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
that was
That's
their
all we do.
That was their push, and they were very specific about saying these are electric. You have to say McLaren and electric. Make sure you say McLaren and electric because it's a partner with the McLaren racing team or company, whatever. And they wanted 3 videos, 2 long form, 3 to 5 minutes, 1 short form. And I was like, all right, I can do that. I thought anyway, and it wasn't like a lot of money, but it was like, oh, okay, it was worth doing. It was worth doing. I said, yeah, I can probably figure this out. And they had this document that kind of had the rules, not really the rules, but the guidelines on what to follow and the timeline of everything. Okay, this is when we need your videos back to us so we can approve it, and then we'll provide any feedback so you can still get it back to us. And then if we accept it, then this is when you'll see it go live on Lego Kids. And that was that. And
Was it a good experience? Did you enjoy it?
for the most
I think we may have
part,
talked about this before. But
I don't know how if I spoke about it in detail. So in contrast, this was going on almost about the same time as I was finishing up the Smarty project. The Smarty project was a blast because they left me alone to just be creative, which I did, and they were thrilled with the results. And I was showing them the updates along the way, and it was a great
So this was a
partnership.
number of months ago you did this.
A number of months
right?
ago,
So
yes.
This isn't like you just
This
did
would
this
have been
2 weeks ago.
June and July
Yeah.
is when this was when I was doing it. So there was a gap in time. I think I mentioned this. I was working on a project and I wasn't able to do a lot of videos because I was working on these. Well, they are videos, but they're not going to be on my channel.
Yep.
And these guys, wow. So I get Mindy involved and we come up here and we do this awesome, fun intro, a couple different types of intros with the cars. And then, of course, they're built, and then I take them apart.
Yeah.
And then I use some pieces, and I create one video was a drawbridge.
Yep.
And I love the drawbridge. I need to do my own video on it. It's a cool drawbridge, and it worked. And that was stressful because in my mind I'm like, I'll just make a drawbridge, but apparently making it was very difficult. It took me a week. I was stressing out every night. I was going down there working on it. Yeah. So it was getting stressful. So I go through all this stress and work, and I get them all done. And I submit them. Email comes back. Ba-ding. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, they basically told me to change so many things about it because it wasn't so much what I was showing, sort of. You can comment about that, but it was what I was saying. So they were very particular about how I said Technic bricks. I don't think they said bricks. You said don't say bricks. You got to say Lego or Technic elements or Technic pieces, and then they were sticklers about saying the entire name of the car that's represented. This is the McLaren F1 E Series something car or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So, and there were some other things too that they were saying because they had to be very careful because it was marketed to kids. I totally understand that. But what was frustrating to me was, and maybe it's my shortcoming, I don't know, was that I don't recall seeing that requirement in the original document. So I felt like I didn't have the right information to start with. So there was, when you look at the email string, and working with the person was fine. Like they're very helpful. But this person, her name is Kristen, I think, she's working with me and she's working with the legal team and the creative team or whatever on that side. So she's the middle person on this also. I appreciate that. But there had to be 30 to 40 back and forth emails on this whole project through it all. Because she'd send me like, well, no, they want, then she'd send me the more info. I don't know. It was difficult. And because they just wanted a certain way and it has to be perfect. So I had to do, I'm not going to re-record. I don't want to come up here and say, Mindy, I need you to come back up again and build these cars up again and do my whole intro and do it right. So what I did is I just re-recorded our voices. I said, let's go somewhere up here and say, I need you to say this sentence in this kind of tone, because that's this trying to match the tone and energy that we had in those original videos. And I went downstairs and I recorded a lot of stuff.
So you just did like B-roll footage with voiceover.
Exactly, and I tried to patch it the best I could. And if it was something I had to patch where I was showing myself talking, I had to cover that up with something else, like showing the video of the cars or something. Yeah. And it worked. It did work. They took it, they accepted it, and they got it on the Lego Kids website. And they let me know when they went live. I was like, cool. And then I go and I find the videos. All right, so this is the kicker. This is fantastic. After all of this back and forth, them telling me to get it right, guess what I found? So they do automatic subtitles. Automatic subtitles to these videos. Yeah. And I'm reading the subtitles and listening to what I'm saying. Like, this doesn't make any sense. This is not what I'm saying. And then I realized pretty quickly that this is the dialogue for my other video. And so I go to my other video and sure enough, they have switched the text dialogue. So the closed captions are on the wrong video. And so I I email Chris and I'm like, hey, see them, they're great, fantastic, thanks. But this is wrong. She's like, okay, I'll let the team know. And I don't even know if they've ever fixed it. I never went back to check it out. I was just like, you know what, I'm done with this project. They got what they wanted. And it was a great honor. It really was. I was very happy to be part of it. And I'm happy that they reached out to me, and I'm glad I said yes, even though it was stressful and a learning experience working with Lego that way. It was a good project.
So I saw the drawbridge one when that came out. I tuned in, and I immediately sent you a text because there's two things that jumped out at me. One of them I sent you a text about. If you've watched it, you may have noticed this.
Yes.
But I'm looking, and I'm like, this looks weird, because you filmed it right in here.
Right in here, yeah.
You know, you were there, Mindy was here, or vice versa. I don't know which, but
Oh, yeah, she was right there.
I think so.
I think.
But I'm like, what is going on? So they've blurred out the background.
Yeah, everything's blurred out.
But then you go down to the rest of the city. Nothing's
Nothing's
blurred out.
Yes.
So I don't know why. Was it because these are spaceships and they're guns and they're worried? Like kids are going to see that and all of a sudden become violent? Like, oh, look at that Death Star. I'm going to go hurt people. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's not like you had a bunch of fun hole back here. I can see that. It's like, this is all Lego.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that jumped out at me.
Yep.
Second thing, it seemed like you were talking faster than you do in your normal videos to me.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's just me. I didn't know if you were like trying to get under a certain time or, you know, I don't know. I don't know. That was one thing I was like, he seems like this video is a little faster paced than your normal.
I wonder if I was nervous. Maybe I was nervous.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What was the big show?
It was the big show.
This is the big show, but next week will be really
this is the
big
big one. Yeah, I'm super nervous about making this video right now, right here, as you guys can see. But no, I think I tend to speak a lot faster if I'm nervous. Or that could be
I don't know. And maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just I don't know.
But yeah, the blurred out reason, I don't know the reason why. I can just only speculate. They didn't say anything about. Well, I didn't ask.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I'm done. You have your videos, you were happy with them, so I'm going to move on with my life. I can only imagine that it's probably because the focus needs to be on the cars. It's probably something that McLaren probably said, the client. I'm guessing the client was probably looking at these like, whoa, you know, especially if it's the whole thing about like if it's geared towards kids, you know, and they probably see these as, these are adult sets geared towards the adult market, and the Lego City it's a Lego City. That's for kids, right? Yeah. So that's my guess, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Why do they blur out the Star Wars sets? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's hear these. Let's hear these
Should
reasons.
that be our poll question?
There's our poll. Why did they blur out? Why did they blur out Alex's backdrop?
What would our options be? Because Star Wars.
Because it's war.
Because it's connected to war and battle. What else would we have?
No, I don't think I care enough to really put it together, but
because
I think
they might run on gasoline. We don't know.
Fossil fuels.
Or some other crazy Lego policy no one knows. That's probably what would win, I guarantee you.
Yeah, no kidding, man. But no, it was cool. I hope I wonder if they'll reach out to me again. And you know what? There was also, Racing Brick was also one of the other creators, because there was kind of the big reveal when you see who else created. There's another YouTuber I wasn't familiar with. But man, Racing Brick, he does, we all did it in our own style, you know, and so we're all very different in our approaches.
Yep.
And but man, Racing Brick, there's some, man, they're really good. When I saw his video, I'm like, oh man, my video sucks compared to what he did. He's like, they're good, but anyway, they were still happy with the end product, and I was too, you know. But the thing is that what I lack in maybe the creativity or the functionality of whatever I'm building, I make up with personality because I bring Mindy with me. she makes up for it. Yeah, she makes up for my lack of building ability and personality. There you go. Yeah, thanks, babe.
All right.
Oh man. All right, what's next?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about the thing I did on my channel?
Oh, your marathon, dude. I don't know. You know what? Teach their own. That was as if running 26.2 billion whatever miles isn't difficult enough. Let's build a 262-piece Lego set along the ride in 90-degree heat. I'm sure people are like, "Oh, what is that guy doing?"
There were some people asking, like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I'm building a Lego set.
Like that one lady.
Why?
That one lady, like, "Oh, that's one way to live your life." Okay. Good for you. And
I'd been thinking about it for a while. I'm like, I just want to do this, so I did it.
Hey, you know what? As many marathons as you've ran, might as well, right? Yeah. Okay, next challenge, UCS. Let's do it. Hey, your barge. Did you get the sail barge?
I did get the
sail
barge.
There you go.
You want me to build that?
So run. I want to see him running with like this mobile desk, and have it all set up.
Maybe I could get sponsored by Emily and those little trays coming from the way to strap it to my chest.
Yes.
Like build while I'm going. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and
Well done,
one of
well
the
done.
comments I got a lot. I mean, there were people that were like, "This is strange. It's kind of cool, but weird." And yes, I agree. I knew that going in, but I had a few people say, something to the effect of, "I don't see much running here."
Well, yeah, you can't
I'll
be running.
honest. It was hard to run and build and film at the same time.
Well, I
So
just
mostly the running didn't get filmed.
yeah, I was just assuming that when you're filming, that's when you're taking a break to show us an update, and
That was
otherwise
pretty
you're
much
running.
it.
Yeah.
So, not that I'm fast. I used to be faster. I was never fast, but I used to be much faster.
Well, at least
Now
you finished.
it's just
That's
a big long trek.
that looked. Jimmy's awake.
I do not know what Jimmy's doing now.
Jimmy's having a good time downstairs. You know what's funny? We were recording, and Jimmy was so loud. The mics were picking it up so well. He might have been right here on the stairs, though. So I had the door open. It gets a little stuffy. It's still warm as heck.
Yeah.
Man, but this might be our
Unseasonably
last.
warm.
It's very unseasonably warm, but that's going to end next week, though, it looks like. Fall is going to... we never have fall or spring in Utah.
Yeah.
I don't know what your climates are like where you live at, but it seems like we go from summer right into winter, and then the other way around.
I think
Maybe we get a day
Some
or
years
two.
we do.
Day or two of fall.
Because there's plenty of years, like Halloween's coming up later this month. I remember with my kids, it was 50-50 if they got to show their costume or not.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're like, when they're...
Put your winter coats
their
on.
ski coat because it's snowing.
Yeah, it's freezing. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, this won't stay warm much longer. So
Yeah. Well, since you brought it up, I
brought it up.
did get Jabba's sail barge, and I got
let me
the
see,
gift
let me
with
see.
purchase.
Wow.
So you can feel the FOMO.
Yeah, this is pretty neat, man.
I have the other Luke's lightsaber as well.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you built this one.
No, I haven't built any of them.
No kidding.
I also have the Yoda lightsaber.
Oh, that's the one. Wait, is this the one that I have?
This is the one you have.
Okay.
And this is the part that kind of bugs me.
Wow.
Why can't they make a consistent box? I mean, at least they're kind of
No.
similar art. But, like, even this, the
Have you-
cover's the same.
Have
but-
you thought about just taking it out of the cover box? I mean, it looks like it's just a.
No, it's like these stupid ones that they've used for different things, like
Well, I know.
the Roman chariot.
I mean, I've
and
seen this
different
before, but I'm wondering if the box has like some cool stuff on the back of it too that you can't see.
things. There's
'cause
no
this-
box. This is the instruction
Are you
booklet.
sure?
100%.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So
yeah.
that's the thing
Okay.
that bothers me. It's like
Gotcha.
what? Does this set... What happened? Does this have a lot more long pieces in it that couldn't fit in this box? Why couldn't we at least get the same size? I get it. Okay, we decided we're going to do this as a thing. It's almost the same width. It's not even the same width. Feel it. It's like, I don't get what
No,
their
it's not.
deal is.
It is quite a little.
And
a
I
little
don't know
wider,
if you
yeah.
saw this. So this sold out. It was available almost a day. And the Jabba Sail Barge sold out.
Okay.
At least online. In Europe, I think it was a couple days longer. But it's like, what is their deal? Do they not know how to plan? I mean, this can't cost them more than
I think
$6-7 total, I would think, right?
What's the retail on it? Like $20?
Well, it's not. There's not a retail.
But they always
on
have
it.
a retail
I think it's
a
20.
cost
I don't know.
associated
I have
with
to look.
it,
Probably
right.
20 or $24. But I mean, there's nothing exclusive in here but this tile.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the only thing exclusive. There's nothing. I don't know. Maybe there's a rod in here, and that's why they changed the box. I haven't built it. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to, but
I would guess, and I'm not in manufacturing, but I would guess that they probably use certain box manufacturers, and those change depending on availability and price.
well, they found out these guys they deliver their boxes with gas-powered trucks, and they can't have
these
that.
yeah, right. That's probably can't.
dumb. I don't know.
No, I get it because a lot of how we store boxes or flatten our boxes, you can see
group them together.
there's always eras. Like there's an era of this size box, and now there's like a certain. The only box I can really so the box size that has the the bust in it. The Wakanda bust.
Oh, yeah.
That size box is very popular right now with those like
Okay.
$300 Lego sets, $300,
Yeah.
$400 Lego sets. What did you get your barge yet?
The barge did come.
Did that come?
So-
What box size is that?
I don't know. I haven't opened the shipping box.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But I opened this. I was excited.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Anyways, yeah,
This
they
is cool.
shipped separately, and it didn't.
is all right,
That's
man.
the other thing that was really strange. It showed one shipping number on the Lego.com website.
Oh yeah, that
And
was
then the
interesting.
package came, and it was a smaller box, and I'm like, where is my... That can't be the sail barge. And sure enough, it wasn't. It came the next day. So I hadn't seen that before. Yes.
You know, I wonder if they try to make the box indicative of the length, because this is 3 inches longer than this, and if you look at that, I mean, that's about two
Well, and
and a
this
half to
one's
3 inches.
shorter, it looks like, according
Yeah.
to the picture. So,
So there
you
you
think
go.
that's it?
Maybe that's it, but then it's more narrow.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
Why is this? Let us know in the comment section below.
I don't know. It bugs me.
Yeah, look at that. It's all over the place,
The biggest
man.
thing that bothers me about them is you have a set of boxes that are the same size, and this is more for like your pile of shame or investment sets, whatever whatever sets you're not opening at this point. You know what I'm talking about. You have a shelf of them. So
Yeah, I have a shelf, not a whole.
when they're different sizes, it makes it hard to keep them
It does,
sorted.
yeah.
I'm like,
It,
what
yeah,
the heck
absolutely.
is going on here? And especially when it's like a similar size set, and all of a sudden the box is like a weird dimension. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Oh, I have a mini rant about the boxes.
Here you go, people.
I absolutely hate the box top. They're not boxes like that you can flatten anymore. You have to, because it has a top that you just take off. That is very common
Wait, which?
in big sets now. Okay, like I don't have anything up here, but you, it's in 2 pieces. The box is in 2 pieces.
Oh yeah, where it comes.
It just comes, so it's a box. I call it a box top.
Well, they've had some like that.
Yes,
'Cause
some.
I have an older one. I want to say one of the Indiana Jones sets is even like that.
Yeah, sure, and yeah, and even one of the my cafe corners is like that. It's like, but it's still connected. It's like you open it up,
Yeah.
and it's like a
I
chest.
guess that was more common when we
But-
were young, like the space sets. I remember because they had the flap.
Yeah, but for
But that was
decades
simple.
though,
Yeah.
you could just you cut the sides and you flatten the box. But now you can't do that without
Wait a
just.
second, you didn't used to do that though. It's
No.
only been like in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
You started flattening them.
Yeah, now I've realized that. Oh, I
Think
can't
about
keep,
all that
I'm not-
space
I
that
know, all
you
that
wasted under your city.
place is like, well,
That was the thing
So
that
it's-
blew me away. I'm like,
I've just been throwing the boxes away now because
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
are?
I don't, because it's ridiculous. The space issue is ridiculous right now, and I don't have the room for these boxes. So the last one that I had that I wanted to keep was the 66 Batmobile, but that was a box top. And if there's a better term for it, let me know. But I'm like, there's 2 pieces, and you can't easily flatten it
No.
without maybe just like shredding, like where it's supposed to be ripped. I don't know. I was like, this is stupid. There's no point in this. You can't flatten the box. And if you store it, it's going to take up all that space. So I threw it away. And you know what? It felt good. It felt a little good. It felt a little dirty at first. A little dirty. But
there's nothing wrong with getting rid of them. I've been getting rid of more and more. There's some
me
I
too.
keep.
Me too.
Like UCS sets, I keep the
yes,
box.
yes.
Modulars, I'll keep the box.
All the Speed Champions, I toss those.
Yeah.
I toss those.
Anything like that's small, like a small city set or something like that, yeah, that's garbage. You know, I even started throwing away my wife's botanicals. I think she'd get mad at me about that, but I'm like,
It's all right. There you go.
The other thing that came, I wanted to talk about this. I thought this was interesting. So this is the other gift with purchase I got. Well,
Okay.
I got a Brickhead that's a Fortnite
That's
thing,
cool.
but whatever. So this is the gift with purchase, the Halloween pumpkin. And it was, I don't know.
It's got a light brick in it,
$80.
too.
That's the thing I wanted to ask you. Have
Wow.
you seen a gift with purchase with a light brick?
I don't think I
couldn't
have.
think of one.
Yeah.
And you can change the face, which is kind of cool.
No.
You can make it like this, I don't know, mean face or this happy face.
See, this
I, don't
is
know, I think it's kind of cool.
this is a set that is only something you can see these days with the unique pieces. Those, like, you would see this built in like a really blocky form if it was just like a decade ago. But because of these narrow, and I've seen this,
angles and
the angles
that
and
kind of
and the
stuff.
tiles that are
Yeah.
diagonal. I've seen this a lot in the 66 Batmobile. I keep bringing that up. Has a lot of these angled elements there that go together, and it really creates a fun, unique look and accurate look to a lot of things that are, have to be depicted in real life, such as a jack-o'-lantern.
But as we talked about before, it does suck to sort all those because you got to have more trays.
How many pieces? This is 254. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
not enough to do a marathon.
Does the top come off?
I don't know. I built it, and I'm not going to. My wife will be building this. She's very
Fantastic.
excited about it. It looks like
Fantastic.
it comes off, but maybe not in one piece. I don't know.
This is a solid.
it's a
Oh,
cool
there
little
it
bit
is. The
of-
front comes off.
I think that's how you change the face.
Yeah, sure, but that looks like it's how you
can
do it.
Redo it. I don't know.
No, that's clever.
This smiley face looks like Grandmother Willow.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think that one's creepier than the spooky face.
I would definitely do the spooky. Yeah, you're right. I'm like, the spooky face is less spooky.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I thought that was a cool gift with purchase.
That is nice. That's a solid gift with purchase, yeah. What is your favorite gift with purchase? I would like to know. Let us know in the comment section below. What's your favorite gift with purchase ever?
Ever?
Yeah, ever.
Well, what's yours? Do you know?
Gosh, it's tough. It is really tough. There's been some fantastic ones. I think it's either going to be the 40th anniversary train,
Okay.
or it's the what do you call it? Is it the 50th? What anniversary is it? But it's got all the micro build sets, like the pirate, the Barracuda, Pirates of Barracuda. No. I'm sorry, the Black Seas Barracuda, the airport shuttle, and the what do you call it? Oh, what's the space set called? What's the space set called? You know what I'm trying to say? I guess I can't call it my favorite if I can't even remember it, so never mind. But you know what's the irony is that I haven't even opened the 40th anniversary train.
You haven't? That's funny.
Because I think it's so cool, but I just, I'm like, I want to open it.
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think about what is my favorite. The one that comes to my mind, and I think, I don't know if it's because, like, I feel this is probably one of the most underrated gifts with purchase. Because I think people are just kind of like, eh. And I think it is so cool. There was the one 3 years ago, I want to say, maybe 2021, around Christmas. There was a little frozen pond ice skating rink.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's one of the neatest things. It's a simple little movement mechanism, and the people go around the frozen thing. And I just think it's really, really cool.
Oh, okay.
That's
and
my wife has her winter village, and she puts it out with it, and it fits really well.
Hey,
I really
that's cool.
I like that one.
Wait, is that the one you got for me at the show? Didn't I sell you like a little $10?
That was like the sled. Like
that was the sled one?
Sliding down the
yeah. But that's still something that would fit that theme,
It's the
right?
same kind of theme. You know, I mean, there's been a number of them that have been really good. I mean, there's been a number that are whatever.
You know,
but
you mentioned...
Let me ask you this. What's your favorite... What do you think is the best gift with purchase this year?
I got to remember what they are. I don't even know what the heck they are, man. You give me a list, and I'll tell you what my favorite is, but I can't.
Jules Verne, I think, might be the.
You know what? I was gonna say I really like the tributes.
Yeah,
the tributes are really cool. I love them, and I hope they keep coming out with them.
Yeah.
There's a gift with purchase that's on my piano. I don't know what it is, but we know what it is.
We do.
But that's coming out next month.
Is it Tic-Tac-Toe Spaceman?
That's gonna be a good one to get.
Is it the winter Christmas postage thing or something? I don't know. Is it? Is it the?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just open it with Mindy, and just do the whole like box opening, not like the whole review. Like here it is, and build it and review it. I think I'll just do like, okay, let's see what this thing is. So I don't even know. I'm not even gonna put it in the description of the video. I'm just gonna say here it is. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be probably lame.
I'm gonna laugh if you open it up and it's like a Duplo poly bag or
Dude.
something.
That would be hysterical. And I wouldn't even, I'd be like, oh, you'd see the disappointment in my eyes. Like, wow. What was it? Oh, you know, I wanted to mention this.
Yes.
You mentioned that Tanya likes to put out the Winter Village scene, right? I'm going to start doing that.
Well, you only have like the lodge from last year.
I have three sets that would fit really well with it.
Oh, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have your friend's advent calendar or whatever what thing was.
Advent calendar
or whatever. Maybe. They sent you something that gift with.
I don't even know where that is.
It wasn't a gift purchase. It was the employee gift.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. The gingerbread house.
That was last year.
That could work. But no, I was thinking. Well, I have I have last year's.
Yeah, the Alpine Lodge.
The Alpine Lodge, and then I have the there's a city set that has the ski slope on it. And the ice hockey
that's
rink.
The recent one. That's out now. Okay.
There's that one, and because I liked it a lot, but I didn't donate that one.
I don't think of that as a winter. I mean, it is.
But it is,
stuff,
but it doesn't fit in a city.
I guess they think of it more a holiday set.
Yeah, sure. It's not the Winter Village theme, right? I get that, but the Art of Chocolate is very much something that would fit in that winter theme. And I even said that in the review. I thought, you know what, I got enough here, and they're all sets that I really like that I'll just bust them out. I'm gonna get my little like white cloth thingy and put it on the piano and
So
put
are
up
you
my little
gonna get this
seasonal.
year's the post office?
I guess I might have to now. Uh-oh, they got
Alex
me.
is gonna buy something.
I'm hooked.
Or have
Yeah.
they sent it to you and you just haven't?
No, they have not sent it to me. I did not get it. I would have got it by now, right? Aren't reviews out on that?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Diego got it. I saw him review
Okay.
it.
I think I've seen images on the Lego website.
Yeah,
know.
and
It's hard to
it's $100, right?
Yeah, every year,
Fantastic,
$100.
fantastic.
I
$100
like those winter ones every year. I think they're a great value. And
Way
they're
to
just
go!
fun.
Way to go!
So,
Let's see. Do we want to use that as a segue into Series 3, or do you want to talk about something else?
yeah, we can do that. Do you want me to check and make sure it's recording?
Let's make sure it's recording.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, BDP Series 3 was surprising, but maybe it shouldn't have been surprising because, okay, so I got...
So it's still open right now.
It's still going on until the end of October, I think, isn't
I think
it?
so.
And two
So
sets,
they had 5 sets.
as of right now.
Let's quickly talk
Yeah,
about
5
which ones they are.
sets
So you
in
have the camper,
Yeah, okay, so the cheapest one, let's go from cheapest to most expensive. We have the camper, the Camping Adventure.
Camping Adventure.
$55.
Yep.
That sold out,
That sold out.
in about a day or two.
I think that was the second one to sell
Yeah,
out.
second one to sell out. The next one up would actually be Harbor Masters,
Yes, that's $199.
$200. You know, hey, you know what?
Is it $229?
No, it's $200.
Okay.
Yeah, Harbor Masters Office, which I think is a great solid set. That is definitely funded. They're all funded.
That one's close to selling
That
out.
one
It's
has a good chance of selling
over
out.
3/4 of the way there.
Yes, yes.
And we did a live
is.
stream before this. You can check it out on the
Check it
Breaking News
out.
podcast channel.
if you want.
That's the one we got a lot of comments on.
did.
More than any. Like I
Yes.
don't think anyone talked about any of the other.
Yeah.
So it was that one.
Okay, and then let's see. We would have got.
There's
Hold on.
the Art of Chocolate and the
The Art of
Lost
Chocolate,
City. Which
$230,
Okay.
and that one is kind of pacing the same as with Harbor Masters
I think
Office.
it's a little
thereabouts.
less, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
look.
it is. And then you
I
have
guess
Lost
we could
City.
look this up and like have actual data.
Lost. Hey, you know what? We're testing ourselves. This is fantastic.
All
So then we
right.
had Lost City, which is $290, and that one barely got funded, but is going to be on the low end. It looks like, and I know we all know why. Not that it's a bad design, but and then of course the most expensive one, the Forest Stronghold,
Yes. $299.
sold out in less than a few hours, maybe a couple hours. It was out. It was gone.
It was pretty quick.
And when you look at the designs,
And that's the one
based
I think
on,
that surprised you. 'Cause
Yes.
When we talked about it before,
Well,
you didn't think it would sell
I didn't
out.
think so, because when I was doing my reviews of the two, there was a lot of comments about like, this is a good design, or I'm going to pick this up, or a lot of people alluded to the fact that they wanted Harbor Masters. That's a better design. A lot of people said that. And a lot of people shared my criticisms of the open back of the Forest Stronghold.
Forest Stronghold.
But I'll be darned, it's sold out instantly, just like the Forest Stronghold, not Forest Stronghold, the Mountain Fortress of Series 1. Is similar, just like that. And I thought, well, it's surprising, but I guess maybe not too surprising, because there is definitely a solid following out there for good castle sets. And right now, good castle sets are being produced almost exclusively through the BDP program. With the exception of, the Lion Knight's Castle, which was a voted set for the 90th anniversary. And there's only the two others. You have the Blacksmith,
Yeah.
and then you have the Village. All pretty expensive sets, right? So
Do you
they
think
sell.
maybe people saw that in Series 5, there's no castle?
There's no
so they're
castle
like,
in
oh,
it.
I better get it now.
That could be part of
Could
it,
be.
the
I don't know.
FOMO, sure.
Because the next one does
the-
have a couple.
Yeah,
Right?
it
It's got
does.
that seaside market, which could go in a
Oh
castle
man,
area.
that seaside market is
And
beautiful.
it's got the siege encampment with.
The siege
I mean,
encampment.
that one I don't look of so much as a set. I look at that as kind of accessories into your
Yes.
layout. Right?
Yes.
I mean, that's how that's
which would add value, absolutely. So for me, if I do have the opportunity to fill out a survey for what is that, Series 4?
Yes.
I would say my first choice to review would be the Seaside Market.
I
Without
thought
a
it was
doubt.
the merchant boat.
Yeah, right. No, it's the whatever that science thing. What is that?
The Riverside Scholars?
Riverside Scholars.
I think that's okay. That could actually go in a medieval area.
I don't
could
like
go
it.
there.
You know what? If it was,
Why?
if the back is just open, so and there's I don't know, there's something about it, and you know maybe it's one of those designs where hey, like for a Stronghold, I see it in person and it changes my mind, but no, the Seaside Market is beautiful, and it doesn't have any open back areas. It's modular, but it's not because it opens up sideways, right?
Yeah.
Then the Siege Encampment, Wild West Train, number 3, Merchant Boat, number 4, and then the Scholars, number 5. And you know what? Since Alex at BDP gave me my first 2, I somehow got my top 2 last time. I might not even get anything this series, which is fair.
I am still holding out. Alex, I know you're watching. Not this Alex, the other Alex.
I'm watching.
You know, this is just for you. I'm still holding out. Series 5, you got to send the Mushroom Village. Please send him the Mushroom Village.
Don't listen to this
We
guy.
need to see him
Don't listen to this
try
guy.
very hard to... Just do it for me. Come on. Anyway, all right.
This series is pretty cool. There's only 2 I want from this one.
We're on Series 5 now?
Yeah, Series 5. And Series 5,
You
oh
want
man.
the Tortuga? No, you want the Antique Shop.
This
and
is
the
a series. The Transylvania, okay, Adventure in Transylvania. It's not a castle set, it's fantasy, I guess, right? That's going to go so dang fast. This is the one that you want to be online right when this goes live for crowdfunding, because that is going to be, based on what we understand about how many votes that thing got, that is going to be an instant sellout. So that's going to be tough to get.
You can get it later that day on eBay for $900.
Yeah, right.
Or you can wait 6 months and get it for retail.
And then the Antique Shop. Antique
That's
Shop
what you
is
want.
awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that one.
Yeah. So that one would be Hotel in Transylvania Hotel.
I think I'm
Adventure.
gonna get this popcorn wagon.
That's cool.
I know it's not your thing, and I know why, but I like
$55 to $60 for that.
probably.
And then Adventure
see,
in Transylvania.
Like this thing, and I know why you wouldn't do it, whatever. But I could see this fitting very well in your amusement park. You put it right down like one of the walkways. I think that would be
Yeah,
fun.
that's
you
exactly
can
what
even
I think
take it
too.
off of the
Yeah.
base. That's fine.
Absolutely.
I don't care about that. you know?
Yeah. The base is
there's a few
optional.
blocks,
It's an
but-
optional base.
I don't know. I think it would look really good. Anyway,
I agree.
I do like
I
it.
think it would be all right. So even if I got my 5th choice, I'd be a winner chicken
that's
dinner.
not true. It's Mushroom House. That's your 5th choice.
You know what? I think you're right. I think
know
I would go
I
for the
am.
popcorn before Mushroom Village. I mean, that's cool and
There's
all, but it's
I
just
know
not.
people love this because clearly
They
these
do.
have been selling
They
out.
do, and that's
so
fantastic.
I'm not trying to disparage anyone that likes these. If that's your thing, that's fine. Like you like Fabuland,
Hey,
that's fine.
Krakinator, man, congrats to Krakinator. Taylor, I think is his name. He did the.
Yeah, what's
He's
that?
got a sell. He now has a sellout model design because he did the
Stronghold.
Krakinator.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he did
I
first.
knew I saw the
Stronghold.
name in there. Yeah.
So congrats to you, man, for 2 designs.
I'm sure
Made it.
Krakinator's watching.
Hey, why not? He did watch my he watched my review, but only because it was his
His
design.
set. He's like, I got to see what this
I
guy's
hope-
saying about me.
Yeah, right. But no, the Seaside is a Seaside Market, whatever it's called in 6. That looks kind of cool. I would like to have that too. I mean, hey, I got a pirate collection going on.
No, that's the Tortuga.
Tortuga, yeah.
Yeah, Seaside is the one in
Seaside. Oh yeah,
the
Seaside
Thieves
Market's
of
been-
Tortuga.
Yeah, those are gonna be hotel. Okay, so I don't want to say hotel trans.
The Hotel Transylvania.
Welcome to Hotel Transylvania.
Adventure in Transylvania. Same.
All right,
Same thing.
so you're
right?
gonna get this one.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put it?
I don't know. I just want it, man.
See, because I look at these, the Antique Shop and the popcorn. I know exactly where you'd put those.
Oh yeah, those
Like,
are easy
I
enough.
can find.
Easy.
It's like would you put Transylvania in your medieval area?
No. It's too modern for that.
I mean, it's either that or it's got to go on a shelf by itself.
Yeah, it's a standalone.
Yeah.
It's a cool standalone set. It has like what 12 minifigures in it.
I don't remember.
It's a lot of figs, man. I mean,
I could look, but I'm not going to. Okay, maybe I am.
he's looking. Crowdfunding is June. Man, it's such a long time to wait. Hey, good things come to those who wait. So, all right, guys,
And
there
what,
it is.
wait, what comes to you is 9 stickers in this set, just so you know.
Yay.
I think it's funny they call that out anymore.
They do. They do. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, there you go. Get yours while you can. What did you order? Anything?
I have not ordered anything as of the recording. There's one that I've debated. My wife has
Harbor Master.
expressed interest. The Harbor Master.
I got that.
Originally, I wanted to get the Art of Chocolate, and I saw it. I think it's a great set, but I don't know what I'd do with it.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest issue I have right now. It's like I'm sick of, like, I don't know if you saw this. Mardi Gras Man just did a video that he released where he bought some sets, and he said,
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Mardi Gras Man Spends Unnecessary Money on Unnecessary Lego.
and that's kind of how I feel.
all do
It's
that,
like I
yeah.
keep buying stuff, and it's like, because he bought this, and he's like, it's a great deal. He's like, but I don't have enough to part it out, and it's not a high enough part out value. He's like, and I definitely want to keep one sealed, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one. And I've been there, and that's where I'm trying not to be there as much.
Yeah,
you know.
right.
But then my wife asked me last night, "What do you know about the sail barge? How big
Yeah.
is it?" And I showed her the thumbnail of Tiago with.
Yeah, right.
She's like, "That's pretty big.
That's
what are you
not
gonna do with
gonna-
that?" I said, "I'm gonna build it, and then what? Put it in a box." I said, "No, we're not gonna put it in a box. We're gonna put it somewhere. I don't know where that somewhere is. I gotta be like Dennis and come up with a new magic shelf spot."
Dang, man, I don't know. I got to figure something out here with this. This was hard
No, I'm not
to
putting
get.
it here.
You can bring it on over. I'll figure it out.
you
It
don't
out.
have any
Is it
space.
too tall? Is it too tall for these shelves? These cubbies? You think with the
don't
the sails?
I think
How-
it would fit in there.
You think so? I think it would. It has
The lengthwise
the
would
length.
be your problem.
You think so too? Really?
Yeah, it's longer than this.
Well, bring it on over. Let's test it out.
Well, it's still in the shipping box. I haven't even opened it.
Get that thing built and bring it over.
Well,
We should do a review
I'm
on the next
busy.
episode of the Sail Barge. Hey, we should start doing video set reviews. We could do set reviews on Breaking News.
we can't. Well, we kind of did. We're like,
Yeah.
this is kind of cool. Like
That
we
is
just
kinda
did
cool.
some, didn't we?
Yeah, I guess
I don't know.
so.
Do you like that, or do you like it when we do old stuff, or do you like it when we do micro builds? We haven't done a micro build in a while.
That's okay.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't know. What kind of stuff do you like that we do? Should we do a food segment? Do you like that? Let's do a food segment. I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast. We have a new food item. This is a Danish Kringle. Have you ever had a Kringle, Alex?
I don't know what that means.
All right.
I know. I've heard of Chris Kringle.
Well, maybe. This is... Now, I did send him a text, and I asked. I said, are you anti-pumpkin? Because some people are
I'm anti-pumpkin.
very much anti-pumpkin. He said he is not, which is good.
What do you mean anti-pumpkin? Like
Don't you
eating
know these
something?
people? Like, some people are like my daughter,
They don't
she
want
does not want anything pumpkin.
Like to eat?
Nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie, pumpkin
It's
pancake,
just like I have this
pumpkin
massive
spice.
prejudice against
Like, they
pumpkins.
hate-
Pumpkins. Get those pumpkins
And
out
I've
of
noticed
here.
it more the last few years as everything's become, it comes September and all of a sudden it's pumpkin spice
Dude.
lattes, pumpkin
Yes.
spice bagels, pumpkin spice hamburgers, all this kind of weird stuff.
Dude, Mindy and my boys, man, they go nuts over pumpkin cookies.
Oh yeah,
They
I just
love
had some the other day.
pumpkin cookies. They're okay, but I went and got those crumble cookies. I got the 6-pack,
yeah.
and I got like some really great cookies. But I'm like, well, I know my family loves pumpkin cookies, so I got 3 of them, 3 whole pumpkin cookies. Guess what disappeared first?
Pumpkin cookie.
Pumpkin cookies. I was like, dang, there's something wrong here. All right, let's take a look at this
Okay.
thing.
So this is from Trader
Oh
Joe's.
crap! It has nuts in it, man. I hate nuts so much. I hate nuts. I'll still eat it.
Really?
It's fine.
You
yeah,
hate nuts?
I can't stand nuts.
You didn't
You
say
said
anything when
you
we ate
said
the
pumpkin.
Snickers.
Stickers.
Snickers.
Oh, Snickers. That's different.
It has nuts in it.
I don't care. Okay, that's different. Okay,
Think
so
of
what I'm
this
trying to
as
say,
a baked goods
like,
Snickers.
okay, let me put this in context. You're eating something that's supposed to be soft, and then all of a sudden, like carrot cake. Now, I like carrot cake. I pick out the nuts. All right, because I'm eating this yummy, delicious cake, and I crunch. Like, ugh. What the heck? I think it's just
a texture
it's
issue?
a texture thing.
All right. Well, we'll try to cut this part over
That's
here.
fine,
that
I'll
has
eat
a
it.
little bit
all
of
right.
nut action for
Sorry
you.
if you're a person who is in California. We are using single-use
I do
plastics.
not apologize. He does
And-
not speak
well,
for me.
I'm not apologizing because it's offensive. I'm just saying people don't know what this is.
It has 2 tiny pieces
It
of
is a
nuts.
single-use
I don't
plastic.
know what's in it.
People such as ourselves who live in the free world, we use these, and we eat something with it, and then we throw this away in the garbage. We only use it one time. I could wipe this off and use it many times, but no, I will not. I will use it one
Sometimes
time.
we don't even use it. We just get it dirty and throw it away.
And that's true. That's true. All right. So this is...
This is a pumpkin kringle. This is a Scandinavian thing, and they make them... So there's like a big Scandinavian population up in like... clearly you like it. Up in like Minnesota, Wisconsin, that area. You're not liking it?
Hold on.
So it has a pumpkin filling inside.
Yeah, I didn't get the
layers
pumpkin
of
filling
pastry.
before. Now I do.
I don't think it has nuts inside, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's
It's not doing it for you?
it's okay. I mean, it's not like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I think it's pretty good. I like it.
It's okay. It's okay.
They're not
I
always
mean,
pumpkin.
Yeah,
They have different
Well,
flavors
I
throughout the year.
like these. I mean, I've had, you know, like strawberry or grape, and I love those. They're yummy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the combination of the Danish with pumpkin is not like my favorite. So, I'll give it a C minus. I've given that Nolans thingy. That was an F. That was an epic fail.
You notice they never commented on that, by the way.
Yeah.
The pronunciation.
What's up with that, man?
They made a big deal when we said it wrong the one time, but
Yeah.
they send us something. No, we won't comment on that.
I mean, I'm still eating it. I'll give it
That
that.
does have that going for it, as opposed to the pralin.
I do like pumpkin pie. I do like pumpkin pie. And so yeah, November here is coming up next month, and that's pumpkin pie month.
Now, is it you like pumpkin pie, or is the pumpkin pie just the vehicle to get the whipped cream in your face?
Oh, it's definitely for the whipped cream.
Yeah,
Yeah, that whipped cream is delish.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. There you go. What are you gonna do with the rest of this? Take it home and
Yeah, I don't know.
you can probably eat all this. You haven't had breakfast yet?
I didn't have breakfast yet.
'Cause I can't function without, like, if I get, well, I can, I don't know. To me, my favorite meal of the day is lunch. Mostly because I'm working and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get away. And just
Signifies you're halfway through the day at work.
sort of. I'll go get something and I'll just, like, ignore all the pings that are, like, popping up on Microsoft Teams and just watch a YouTube video. Just like, I need to just disconnect for a little while. Like, where are you? I'm like, I am taking a flipping break. All right. Y'all can wait. All right.
Good.
Let's go.
Let's see, a couple other things. So there are some Lego news we can discuss here quickly.
Lego news? On
Yes.
breaking news? No.
I know, it's shocking.
Shocking.
Double points are this week. I think the 15th to the 20th, I want to say, are the dates.
Oh,
So,
okay.
if you're looking to buy some stuff, yeah.
Is there is the gift with purchase still that pumpkin?
I don't know if that's still up as of when this is. There's some new gift with purchase. I can't remember what it's going to be.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find out. I probably won't because, you know, whatever. But there's some new gift with purchase that's coming out later this month. I remember them talking about it, and I think it started on the 15th. Let's see if it says on the pumpkin how long that's available. The pumpkin gift with purchase is available until the 14th. So,
Okay. I don't know. How much do you have to spend? 120 bucks?
Do you know what? We've got a problem here. We have a problem. I just noticed this. We got to discuss this.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Where is the big ugly sticker on the side of this box? It has a battery in it.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
big warning that's half of the box.
I guess this was produced. They must have had these from like a previous year, and they were
Is
just
this-
stacked
yeah.
up in
Now
warehouse.
I'm wondering, is this like last year?
Most likely, if it doesn't have that
No,
big.
2024.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
this one's
funny.
not as dangerous.
I don't know. I just think that's dumb. Okay. Anyway, so that will be
dumb.
over. I don't know what else. I don't remember what the other gift was purchased. I remember seeing it and thinking, yeah, that might be okay. But who knows? It's
Who
something.
knows?
By the time this
Nobody
comes out, you
knows.
may know. Let's
This
see.
is a pretty current episode.
Yeah,
We're only a few days off.
I know. The pictures of the X-Men mansion have come out.
Leaked images. Can you believe it?
Do you want to talk about that, or does that
You know, all I can
go against your
say.
fiber? of
No,
your
because I
being?
didn't get it. It's been okay. Again, man, feast or famine when there's Landsets for me. Like it is famine right now, and it's fine. I don't mind it because I don't mind the break. But man, I would have loved to get.
You know,
that.
if they send it to you, you don't have to do it that day. Like you can wait. You can do it 6 months.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like if you get something, like say they had sent you Jabba sail barge, okay, I can get, maybe you want to do that right away. But if they send you, I don't know, some
What
other
about
set,
like
you'd be
the?
I'll get
Like the gift with purchase there, it's like a November 1st or 4th or whatever it is. I think it's the 4th.
You do
and
that
I'm
next
like,
year.
It's like next year, like, all right, it's a gift with purchase. So, oh, this is 4 months ago. Sorry.
Well, you can find that on Bricklink. So this still
Yeah,
works.
check it out. There you go.
See,
There you
it
go.
still works for them.
Oh, man.
I don't know. So we saw some pictures of the
We did.
thing.
And you know what? Okay.
Overall, is it? Oh, we do this.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, what is your impression?
Overall, I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Mostly thumbs up, but there's
there's a few issues.
There's some. Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think the thing that I love the most about it, and assuming you guys have seen this thing, is that I can put it in my city, and I can fit that in
Well,
my
we
city.
think.
I think you can.
We don't know if it has a back. That's
Yeah.
the first question.
But I think
But it looked like it probably
does. It looks like it's
modular-ish.
modular built. As we were studying it, like, ooh, wow, we're
Well, it
trying
looks
to
like
count
there's
the
a line in
studs.
the gray thing.
It looks like it's very much the same size as the museum modular.
That's what we were thinking of.
Yeah.
48 by 32.
Yeah, and as far as like 2 floors, and then it's got the bubble on top.
Yeah.
There's probably a name for
Dome.
that. A dome, thank you. A dome. That looks like it would fit really well in my residential area. So I'd have like, hey man, I'd have like the McAllister home, the Simpsons house, the Quickie Mart, and the X-Men mansion.
So, yeah, it all seems to match.
Heck yeah. They're all in the same neighborhood.
And then you'd have those little weird 3-in-1 houses.
3-in-1
or
houses, the
whatever.
creator houses.
So you've
Next
got-
door to my container
I
house.
was just saying, you got the container house, so that kind of fits.
You know what? I do need to figure out something with that temple. It's too big. It's taking up way too much space. And not that I'm going to get rid of it. I just need to make it smaller. But what always stops me is that, oh man, this is like my first big mock. It's 14, 15 years old now, you know. So it's kind of got that
this
nostalgia.
is what you do.
What do I do?
You take that, you put it on a separate shelf,
You know
and
what?
you build a second, smaller version.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should do that. But dang, I do need that room for other stuff because it just keeps coming. But yeah, that's what I liked about it.
Do you know how you can fix that?
Get a bigger
the
house.
problem is it keeps coming, and you run out of room. If you take Dr. Jabo's Miss It All,
Miss it all.
it stops coming.
I have a prescription. I've been taking that for 10 years. It's not having any effect on me.
I don't think you've been taking it effectively.
I haven't been taking my meds. Can you tell? Help me! Yes. All right.
Okay, the other piece of news, this was just on Friday, so a couple days ago when this comes out.
Okay.
The new Lego movie, Piece by Piece,
Oh yeah.
is in theaters. And the statement is, I am going to see Piece by Piece.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So are we gonna do
Ready?
this thing?
Yep,
Okay.
we'll
Here we
do
go.
the thing.
Ready?
I might.
I'm not gonna see it.
I don't think I want to, but I might see
You
it.
want to see it?
Because
Okay.
I don't think I'll like it. Like, I've watched the
You're gonna-
trailer, I'm like, this seems...
You want to give it a fair
stupid.
chance. I respect that.
I just want to see it to be like, yeah, that really sucked. like, because now we talk about, we're like, yeah, I don't
or
think
maybe
it's very good.
maybe you'll love it.
Maybe I'll go in with such low expectations. I mean, it does have Snoop Dogg in it.
Snoop Doggy
So are we going to get a Snoop Dogg minifigure?
with a D-O-double-G. Yeah, and maybe
happened
Jason's
to-
like, dude, you got to see it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and you won't see it. What happened to Snoop Lion? Remember that? He changed his name to Snoop Lion. Now he's all said Snoop Dogg again. I don't know.
I can't keep up with that stuff.
I don't know.
I can't keep up with my own like
Yeah.
family names. Like, what's that? My niece's name again? There's so many of them.
Yeah, that happens.
It does happen. Irregardless.
Okay. Should we do a poll question?
Let's do a poll question.
Which poll question shall we do here?
It sounds like we're doing like there's the presidential elections right around the corner. Oh, baby.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, we're not talking about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about politics. All right, it's right around the corner. All right.
Oh yeah, this is
Today's
okay.
poll. We're gonna take a look at it.
This one.
Here we
So we'll do
go.
this one.
All right.
This is from the episode with Dennis.
Oh, okay.
And this question I put up there just I was curious to see what people would say, and it's
Oh, is this the Lego fans one? Do you think
yes.
adult?
Do you think
fans-
adult fans are ruining Lego?
I remember this one. I participated.
So
Yeah.
I didn't want to put a lot of options. I wanted to make it. I try to
Black
make
and
them
white?
where they're you have to vote one way or the
Yeah,
other. Like I think the worst thing you have is.
But you gave them. It's
Well, I don't
complicated though.
Well, because I think it is. I think it is multi-layered, and we'll talk about that. So, 217 votes, and the options were yes, no, and it's complicated, as you mentioned. Mm-hmm. So you participated. What did you say? Did you say
I
yes
said,
or no, or it's complicated?
Hold on. Do you think Lego fans are? I said no, and I slammed down just like that. I was like, heck no.
So,
Yes.
and I brought this up because there was a video I'd come across, and Dennis and I talked about this.
Okay.
That was the statement. Do you think Lego fans are ruining Lego? And he gave it a thumbs down. I gave it a thumbs up. I wasn't 100% sold.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sold either way.
Yeah.
I could have
I
gone
remember
either
that,
way.
yeah.
And we have those.
Well, sure.
occasions,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's an argument.
217 votes.
Dang. Okay.
13% say yes.
That's a small amount. Okay.
57% say no.
Almost 2/3.
That's closer to half. I mean, and then 30% say it's complicated. And we have a number of comments, 19 comments about it. So let's see. Just Collect says the only people ruining it is anybody buying day one at these dumb prices.
Oh.
Wait for sales and stop encouraging high prices. If you have a channel where reviewing is important early, okay, but otherwise, force discounts with your wallet.
So that was the approach of cost.
And that's where that was part of the aspect that the guy brought up. He's like, people are buying stuff, and we'll talk about this, but he talks about how it's not just Lego.
Yeah, it's
Like
everything out there.
What are those little doll things with the big head, the Funko Pops, right?
Oh.
It's adults collecting those, and they're worth all this money. Now the bottom's falling. It's kind of like what happened with Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies.
You know about those,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm going to retire on this, and then all of a sudden the market fell out. And now kids are like, what is this, Grandma? It's like, don't ask.
Don't ask.
But don't take the tag off. Just in
yeah,
case.
don't.
But that's who ruins it. And like shoes, like they mentioned like Nike shoes, with Air Jordans and this kind of stuff.
My
They
goodness.
come out.
Those are all the
And so from that perspective, you think about some of the that kind of thing. And I think there's some validity there for sure. Brittany A. McCubbin says, I guess it depends on each individual. I watch many different YouTube channels, and some I have grown tired of watching. Is that us?
Probably us. I can't take
Which of us is it? I'm just curious. One in particular,
Oh, shoot. Here we go.
One in particular seems to complain about every little detail they don't like. Oh, this is you. This is you. When at the end of the day, they're still a child's toy that was designed as a playset, not as a display set. Thence, few months later on their channel, they're selling a remedy. Oh, maybe it is us.
Uh-oh. The miss it all.
But never seen mention of said remedy in actual Lego parts or knockoff parts. We must not forget the so-called investors who ruin everything they get with their greedy little hands on. I've said this before. Eventually this Lego bubble will burst, and many people making a living off content will wither away into nothing. I don't know about the content, but I do think people investing in Lego, I think there could be a bubble, and I'm wondering if it's already burst.
I think it's already done.
I think so too.
That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that because I just saw no value in it.
Well, there's still some things like
A significantly
this I could
reduced
sell
value.
for money.
Yeah, but it's
This
not.
I couldn't sell for money, right? I
There's
mean, I get
significantly
10,
fewer
15
themes,
bucks
fewer
for that.
themes that go like that. Even the modular theme is like that now.
Oh yeah.
Where you used to triple your money, even just on those one, like not even the original 3 or 4.
Yeah.
The other ones are doing fantastic. Now it's like,
You can see the ones that just retired in the last year or so still on Amazon at retail.
it's just,
You know,
yeah.
it's just, I don't know.
So it's happened.
Ty Novell, I miss the simplicity of
Tylenol.
the old days when there was space and castle and town and Fabuland.
The
However,
basic
adults
five.
not name adults whose name are not Jabo doesn't seem to like Fabuland, so that has gone away. Town has evolved into city, which seems to be a step down, especially from since Friends have taken away the good stuff of a city
Oh yeah.
and have left city
see that.
with first responders and explorers. But that's no fault of the adult fans. Space and Castle has gone from the main cast to being a recurring part, but each time they reappear, they seem to pander to nostalgia for the adult and doesn't move forward. Again, that's not the fault of the adult fan either.
Yeah, these are good comments.
Uh,
All good points.
Jason's Chillerman 412. If you mean ruined because a child's toy is slowly being priced more and more out of the reach of children, then yes,
Yeah,
very
sure.
much so.
Yeah.
Outside of that issue, nah.
Yeah.
Mr. Wicked Paul, tricky question. Yes, as it's given us some great sets like the Titanic, but then also as it's increased the price of the great sets.
Yeah. I agree.
SG Bricks, I think adult fans have a right and duty to try to keep LEGO on a good path. My purchase of new LEGO dried up in 2024 because I don't agree with the LEGO prices, etc. My biggest concern is what can you get these days for a kid's birthday with like $20 that's a nice set.
Yeah.
And I know about inflation, etc., but I don't see any traces of a global crisis in the profits resulting that LEGO has. I think the new fan base is shrinking because LEGO has become too expensive and they go digital with those loose, they will lose the attraction and the toy activity without a screen. Greetings from Belgium.
Greetings.
Brick Artisan, it depends more on the person rather than the age. True fans will stay positive and can contribute to the community regardless of age. That's a good one.
Well said.
The other guys too, I think they're in some ways. I talked about it in my comment on the question in the last podcast, but aside from that, what I said there, I also think that the design of some sets has gotten worse because of adult fans. Maybe it's just my opinion, but I think far too many sets rely on a Technic framework. I'm not a Technic fan, so when 20 years ago I could buy a Star Wars set, take it apart, and build something else with the pieces, today a Star Wars set would probably be some gray panels over a black Technic frame. Non-Technic builders like me and most kids can't do as much with that. And yes, I think the reason for these sets being designed that way is for AFOLs who want higher levels of detail and bigger sets. I think there's some validity there. Thomas Bossy, I think it made the prices go way up. Yep, I think we all did. Stephen B, I think genuine AFOLs have helped LEGO become what they are by increasing the ranges of sets from ideas, Bricklink Designer Program, and modular buildings. And there's still plenty of options for kids with themes like City, Friends, and Ninjago having great variety of sets. Where I think the problem is as an adult LEGO investors, with so many jumping in and buying up stock, including rare and unique sets, and waiting until they retire and selling them for large profits. LEGO sees the prices and thinks to themselves, so that's what people believe this set's worth, so they increase the prices.
Some truth to that.
Mayo Hosco, it's complicated because it raises the average skill level of builders and makes it mainstream, but it also raises the average cost per set. Duplo Tracy,
Hey, Tracy.
the increase in adult LEGO fans has definitely changed the company's focus and branding. It has caused them to diversify the offerings and have more expensive and targeted sets that are not designed firstly with children in mind. However, there is still a huge focus on sets aimed at children, imagination, and play. I don't see how there being more sets for more demographics as Lego being ruined. Chef Eddie, yes, the only reason they can charge the prices they do is because of adult fans buying it. If it was just a kid's toy, they would not be able to charge those prices. Same with action figures and other collectible toys. No kid with a $20 allowance can afford a Lego set. Mm-hmm. And there was a comment on that one from Kenneth Swan. Lego has always been expensive, and even some of the action figure toys are out there. In some ways, the older fans are keeping them in business and making the sets better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Chef Eddie said, that's true. They are better quality, and the adults are keeping them in business. Toys just aren't made for kids anymore. And that is very true. Joe Bowling.
Hey, Joe.
Says, what about Lego is being ruined? I think ruin means different things for different people. But other than price increases, I'm enjoying Lego more than ever. They're still making sets I want, and mini build experiences keep improving. Rebrickable keeps me discovering ways to rebuild and using what I already have. And I have fun engaging with your channels and your followers. Adults made that happen.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. MG says the increase in adult fans has made the greater diversity of themes and sets. For example, Icon, Arts, and Botanicals are 3 great themes with complex and detail-oriented sets, which are really fun to build. I have a Lego budget, so I buy what I can with that budget. And I have a lot more choices in 2024 than I did in 2018 when I got out of my dark ages. That means you have less money now. I buy fewer sets, but the sets are way more enjoyable. There are so many more interesting parts now too.
Yes.
I also have tremendous appreciation for Lego customer service. They really know how to train their staff. Their website has come a long way in the last 6 years too. Really, Lego is just getting better and better. The adult fan community is helping with all of that. I would agree with most of that. I don't know about the website getting better every time they have a big drop. And some people don't get their gifts with purchase. Just going to say. Anyways, Alicia Pozo says, for the most part, no. But when you see things like people ripping off CMFs in the store and people stealing Lego, that is when the problem starts. But most adult fans are helping Lego out.
Yeah, well, those are criminals.
But you know what? Because I was thinking about that as well. Like you see, it's getting more and more prevalent to have Lego, and not just Lego, because you see it with the other products in certain places, behind glass. And that's a real turnoff for me. Like if it's behind glass and it's like, I'm probably not going to hit someone. And those generally aren't kids, I don't think, taking big sets. I mean, maybe a CMF opening it, fine, I could go there, but you know, it's not a kid that's going to try to sneak out, you know, the big Razor Crest or something like that in their shirt.
Yeah, you know, as you were reading all those comments, they're all great points, excellent points. And I was thinking about that as you're reading each of those. I thought, oh, okay, that's a good point. I could see where everybody's coming from. It really is kind of a two-edged sword, because I agree that the interest in adults with Lego and buying Lego has really enabled Lego to do a lot of R&D, come out with a lot of very interesting sets, unique pieces. And yeah, they cost more. But and yes, we do buy them, and that drives more and more. Potentially, I guess, the cost to manufacture all these sets and unique sets and IPs and things like that. And that's great for us as adults, because we have the you know, the money to buy these for the most case. But it also does turn off a lot of people, because they see adults going overboard with it and hogging up all these sets as investment sets. But and there's a lot of industries that are very similar to this, like the auto industry, for example. And it's not apples to apples here, and these are obviously more durable goods. But well, Lego's durable too. But when you look at like a big ticket,
it's brown or
big
blue
ticket item,
or dark red,
when these auto manufacturers weren't able to produce the vehicles, and so dealerships were marking them up like insane to kind of recoup their losses on not getting new vehicles.
We saw that.
And then the manufacturer's like, oh, people really are buying it for that? Brrr, we'll do that too. And that caused this bubble effect. And there's sort of that going on with Lego. And we saw a lot of interest with adults, excuse me, going into the hobby during the pandemic, because they were stuck at home. And we saw huge interest in the botanical sets. And there are a lot of adult related sets and female related sets. You know, that interest that demographic, but generally speaking, I've enjoyed it. I haven't enjoyed the high price tag. There's a lot of stuff that I'm priced out of, and that's an interesting thing because like usually I would buy everything that interested me. Everything. I don't care how much it costs.
Because a couple
but
things.
now
it used to be. I mean, it was expensive, but it was less expensive.
Right. But there wasn't as many.
Wasn't as much out.
Yes.
So it was like, well, I can get
like,
20 sets.
There's only 3
now
sets
there's 100.
that come out a year that are going to be over $300 to $400. Now there's like every month there's a $500 Lego set. At least it seems like that. So I'm like, I can't keep up with this.
I feel like they have backed off a little bit. A couple years ago, it felt like it was like every 2 weeks they were coming out because it was the Lighthouse, it was the Titanic, it was, you know, everything. But I'm not saying they're not coming out with those. But, you know, the X-Men Mansion is coming out soon. What was the last really big set like that? You know, 300 plus. There's been some. Jabba Sail Barge came out. But I feel like they've kind of taken their foot off the gas slightly, a little bit.
Sure, fine. But what has happened is that it has priced a lot of us out of the market.
No, I agree.
And that's kind of it. That was my point with the auto industry is that it's priced out a lot of people who are middle class, right? That hey, everybody can purchase a new car. To like, boy, I can barely afford a used car with 100,000 miles on it. And now with Lego, we're seeing that like, there's no way I'm going to buy this $500 sail barge. I would love it. I'm a Star Wars fan, let's say. I'm not. I mean, I am. I love Star Wars.
No, he's not.
I love Star Wars. I love Lego Star Wars.
No, he doesn't.
There you go. Man, A-Full Podcast still play those sound bites.
They have a button. So when I was on there,
automated
I
now.
got to work the button.
Goodness, man, be careful what you say.
And I hit the wrong button. They were like, no, hit the... Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I don't know if I was making any sense there. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword. There's a lot of good, I think mostly good that comes out of it. Yeah. But there's going to be some negativity, some people who are not liking it. And there's a bad taste in people's mouths about the idea that people are hogging up these sets. But I don't think they're making as much money as they used to. As a lot of people find out a secret and that secret gets out, a lot of people jump on in and they hop on the bandwagon, and that reduces the flavor of it, the allure, and not as many people like. I don't know. I still sell Lego sets, but they just don't have that same return as I was seeing 10 years ago. Yeah. Nowhere even close. And a lot of that has to do with how long Lego produces these sets. They're not the 2-year run is a thing of the past, ancient history, where we could bank on that and invest in these sets, and they usually went on discount right at the very last month they were available. And you're like, that was like the perfect time to buy these things. And you could make some serious cash.
The other problem with it, though, is that there's a wider range of stuff that's out, like you talked about. So there's more things that are current people want to contribute their money to. So maybe, well, I could get, like, for example, Earl and the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Sorry, Earl. You know, that's one that there's people that they really would like to have that. But they see, oh, that's $900.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Okay, well, you know, I can get the Avengers Tower and the X-Men Mansion and still have $100 left over.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know what? Maybe I don't get those. Maybe I wait 6 months and there's something that's even better. Or maybe they even remake the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Because that's another thing they
That's what they do, yes.
Right? And so, you know, when those prices get to that point, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, there we go. You know
Unless you're in a galaxy far, far away who doesn't care and just gets whatever he wants. We're kind of jealous, by the way, Brian. All right, what's next?
Okay.
We spent a lot of time on a poll question.
That's okay. This one was interesting because it drove a lot of comments.
Yes.
So, you know, and I mean, that's why I put it's complicated, because I don't think it's cut and dry.
Yeah.
And I think there's a fair number of people that
It's
do.
not black or white. Yeah.
All right. I think we need to do a thing.
All right, let's do the thing.
Oh, God.
You sure? Okay, let's go.
All right. So first up, we have Mystery Science
Mystery Science Theater 3000 in the not too distant future. I love it. I love that show.
So this one was kind of funny. He was talking about, he had put the Nesquik bunny up on the shelf here from the last video. And he was talking about how stuff just kind of accumulates He has a shelf that was supposed to be like Mystery Science Theater 3000 stuff and other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah, but there you go.
There you go.
This is from the Time Bubble Tour, I guess. All right. Next we have the Hot Dog Days of Summer.
Hot Dog Days of Summer.
Got like a hot dog truck and
Yeah,
a balloon.
and it's flying around. Fantastic.
Flying around. You'll notice he has the paddle.
He's giving it a thumbs down.
Dennis and I think we talked about this, and
Yeah.
they thought we were really upset by it. I wasn't upset. I thought it was funny.
It's fantastic.
I get it.
We love it.
But
Imitation
that's not
is
the
the best
part I
form of
want to talk
flattery,
about
right?
in this video.
Oh.
Did you watch this?
Yeah.
So he reviews some things that were
It's
said
just-
to him, and one is this magazine.
It's just...
He's like, "This is for kids," and then he proceeds to show some pictures. We won't go into too much detail, but
It's called a
kind of to
tasty,
his point,
a tasty worm.
A tasty worm.
Okay.
And the point he made is, how did this get by the editors for a kids magazine? Nowhere does it say that this is a cat's tail. I guess it's a Dreams figure or set, or I don't know. I'm not familiar.
It's a weird dream.
But it's a strange thing. It's this bird getting the worm. Well, you see it? It's number 7. That's what... Anyways. Okay, we're going to move on.
Just kidding. Okay. Whew. All right.
Do we have to mark the adult content on this episode? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I hope not. It's marked not for kids, by the way.
And I don't think that catalog should be marked for kids.
Oh
we'll
my
leave
gosh.
it at that.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta compose myself, man. I've seen that before, but for some reason, when I saw it again, I was like, it hit a little different. All right, okay, we're good. Whew.
All right, so next.
Your, yes.
Does it bug you when people
So
use it
badly?
wrong?
And I don't want to be one of those guys that's like the grammar police, because that's the rebuttal, like, oh, thanks, grammar police. But there's two huge ones that are, okay, there's that one, that is used so incorrectly. And the other one is the proper spelling of loser. It's always like everybody, and it's the kids, man. They always like, you're such a big losser.
Looser.
Who is a losser? You mean loser? And I remember in grade school, somebody took on, because we had those ugly desks, right? And they spelled out the word loser in like huge letters, but it was spelled losser, L-O-S-S-E-R, and it was just like an epic fail. All right. So yeah, yeah, that's a big one for
I thought you
sure.
were going to say people would say double O, L-O-O.
No, they put two S's in it.
Loser.
I've seen that too.
Like-
I've seen that. The more common one for me anyway
Yeah.
is losser. So don't suffer from these words. Your, and
There's an episode of Parks and Rec where they're trying to come
man.
up with a city slogan, and they finally get it and put it on the board. And
oh no.
But you made a little mistake there. She's gonna work it out. You're right. You're right. Back off. Your was spelled wrong. It should be Y-O-U-R.
Oops, I didn't catch it. Thank you.
No. She made it possessive. She's getting further away.
Good
so this
shirt.
one,
Good shirt.
He got this package from Romeoville, as you can tell.
Wow.
It's in good shape.
It looks like it.
Although I think the stuff inside, I can't remember if this is the one where the train was smashed, maybe, or if
Did
it was
it
okay.
get? It looks like it was on some sort of conveyor belt and decided to go sideways. Yikes.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that, Java.
All right, and then we have a Superman shirt. I think he said he thought Batman was on the image somewhere.
Batman.
1992. Do you remember 1992, Alex? What were you, in 8th grade?
How was I? 92.
7th grade?
92, man. Yeah, the Dungeon Master's Castle came
Back
out.
in 92, I would have taken state.
That's Mr. 82.
I know.
Back in 92?
Back in 82?
You used to throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
You weren't throwing anything back in 82.
No.
Throwing a tantrum.
Maybe my, a tantrum is about all I was throwing. Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got, okay, The Brick Show. The largest castle made of Lego.
Cool. There you go. The Brick Show.
I don't remember what he talked about in this episode. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, I do remember
Hey,
this
that's
one.
a cool one. I like that.
So this episode, he tied this shirt. I think in the last one, actually, he talked about how you could tie any shirt to whatever the theme is. So this one, he's like, this one, the shirt is green, and in this build, the water's green, and what we're going to talk about is green. There you go, I tied it. So, but it's the Lego Dragon. This was an episode about his Yoda collection, if I remember correctly.
I miss those classic dragons.
Yeah. And then lastly, we have Incredible Dad.
You know, it's so applicable because it's the Hulk. Because all dads go into Hulk mode.
And he talked about, well, we're going to go through this box of it's the most incredibly random thing in my basement. And then he said, no, that's every box in my basement. Never mind. So, all right.
Cool. Very good.
That is our episode of Old Guy
New Shirt.
Do you think people are getting sick of Old Guy New Shirt?
How can you get sick of that? There's no way. It's the best part of Bricking News, man. That's a thumbs up right there. I love these paddles, man. I'm so glad they're back.
I'm glad they're back.
Hey, nothing against your new paddles. There was a good attempt, but boom shakalaka.
Well, all right. Okay.
All right. Good. We gotta wrap this thing up, man.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
So, you want to take us out, or do you want me to
take us out? Yeah, we'll do comments in the next one, guys. We got a lot of comments to catch up on from the other episodes that I want to read. There are some good comments, but we had so much good content in this one that we've got to move on. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are legends. Please let us know all the great stuff that you learned today in the comment section below. And as always, we would like to thank today's sponsor.
This episode of Breaking News is brought to you by Quickie Mart. Quickie Mart, yesterday's food at tomorrow's prices.